Hey guys, what's up? EXO here. So today I want to talk about my top 5 favorites, it's been a long time since I've done a top 5. I think the last one I did had something to do with the least favorite Overwatch characters, yeah. But this top 5 is different. This is my top 5 picks for best upcoming games. This is just my favorites that I'm waiting to get. 3 of them are already paid off, I just gotta wait to pick up. Which, I just want to point out that before I start, if you guys have your own top 5 favorites, then please list them below. 5 being least best, 1 being the best. From 5, starting at 5 to 1, list your top 5 favorites. Which ones you like the most to the least. And tell me what's your 5 you're most excited for. Because I'd love to hear what games you guys are going to be playing and if we play the same games at all. But anyways, let's start off with number 5. Okay, so the reason I started out with Skyrim, I know it's a remaster, so it's technically not a new game, but this remaster I'm actually excited for. I mean, cut me some slack, guys. For those of you that have Skyrim or have played it, then you know where I'm coming from. Skyrim is an amazing game, and just to see it remastered on the PS4, I could do a series with it, and they got mods for it, and hopefully, of course, so I know they've had issues with Fallout 4 mods on Xbox and other things like that, but hopefully they've learned their lesson, and by the time Skyrim comes out, guys, it may be really successful. So just think about it like I do. Give it a shot. I say that a lot with a lot of games, and some of them are never guaranteed to be great, and some of them aren't great, but then again, there's also times where I'm right, and when you try out a game, we can all agree that it's always safer to try it out, because you never know, you may love the game on the PS4. It looks beautiful, by the way, the graphics and everything, how it looks, the visuals, the game looks amazing, and it's already fun. You know that if you've already played Skyrim, then I don't have to explain that to you, because the game's fucking amazing. Honestly, I enjoyed it much more than Witcher 3. I mean, honestly, the game's amazing, and the remastered version I'm just as excited for as the original back on 360 and PS3. So that's all I can say for Skyrim, guys. Like, number 5, really I'm excited for it, and that's actually one of them I got paid off. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to pick it up too. Well, I don't actually have to. It's for download on my PS4, so don't have to even go anywhere. But you know what I mean. Alright, moving on to number 4. Alright, now for number 4, obviously I have to say For Honor, because to me, this game is going to be badass. Now I hope there's going to be dismembering bodies. I hope there's going to be all kinds of crazy shit. Like that turret gun that shoots arrows. It was from Naruto. It was shown in a lot of other things as well. It wasn't just Naruto. I didn't get it from anime. It was also from a movie I've seen. It was like Braveheart, one of them medieval ages movies. It was like a turret gun that shot arrows. Like, I hope it has all kinds of action-packed stuff in it. I don't know much about the game. I haven't seen gameplay. I've just heard that it's kind of like a massive online game where you kind of just hack and slash. Picture it like, a lot of people want to compare it to Skyrim or other things like that. But when you tell me it's online, it's not, that ruined it right there. It's not Skyrim. It reminds me more of, if you ever saw the PC game called Medieval Chivalry, Medieval Warfare. That game is basically the definition of this. But picture it being like a weaker version. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, Chivalry Medieval Warfare was kind of more or less like the same aspect. Like a online game where you hack and slash, cut heads off. It's a warrior game, but in this one it's like through generations of warriors, like samurai, knights, freaking war, like just anybody getting involved, Vikings, like everyone just clashing. And it's like a more massive online game, like more people can be in a server together, and I think the maps are larger. If I'm correct, this is everything that I've heard, okay? So you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, whatever. But yeah, it's like it's basically a better version of Chivalry. It's really gonna be exciting to play, and I think it'll be fun to play with friends. I think that it's also needed because I think a lot of people, when the PS4 got Medieval Warfare, a lot of people was disappointed in the servers and the connection and the lag, and just like, I didn't like how slow the characters moved. Hopefully in this one they maneuver a little bit quicker. So in this game I think they've really done it right. For Honor I'm definitely excited for. Now when was the release date for that? Damn, I don't even think I remember now. But anyway, yeah, that's my number 4, guys. Moving on now to number 3. Alright guys, so Mafia 3 is number 3, obviously. You see what I did there? Number 3, Mafia 3. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Look, all jokes aside, I made Mafia 3 number 3 because, golly, that's kind of a mindfuck. Anyway, I made it number 3 because I kind of enjoyed the second one. If you guys don't remember, it was on PS3 and 360. I don't know if you guys was into those games, but the best one I ever played, not story-wise, just gameplay-wise, was Godfather 2, because you could actually like own businesses and punk people into, you know, letting you get profit out of them and all kinds of shit. It was open world. You could travel between city and country, like Cuba and stuff, and you could actually like just run around there and do shit, run shit, you know. I also liked Mafia 2 though, which is the game before Mafia 3. This Mafia 3 is based on Mafia 2, not Godfather 2. Mafia 2 had the best story. Godfather 2 is just for gameplay and all that, but this game I actually was interested in for the story. Mafia 2 was amazing. It took place in the 1940s, like 1943, 1945, towards the end of the World War II, and your character you play as was Vito, and you had a partner named Joe, or Joey, whatever, and you guys were some Italian mobsters, obviously, in New York. It was a really snowy year, and you was just basically working for somebody. And just a spoiler alert here, Joey dies at the end, but there's a lot of rumors that you could be versing Vito in this new Mafia game, like Vito may be the villain, which will be a huge twist. Like, whoa, what the fuck? So, yeah, I'm really excited to try it out and continue the story and see what it has to do with the Mafia 2 series. Because Mafia 2 is an amazing installment into the franchise. I think it was like one of the best Mafia games I ever played, story-wise, like I said, but gameplay was much more fun to play on Godfather 2. But Mafia 3, guys, it's like a, to me, I wouldn't compare it to GTA because those Mafia games really don't have multiplayer, and they're not interested in keeping multiplayer, you know, audiences. They're more or less for those story-based gamers that love to be drawn into a story and just that rich galore of like the mobster lifestyle. I think it's for that reason. So if you guys are into that, or if you guys would like to try it, you don't have to buy it, because I know that like Mafia is different from GTA, and GTA is played by a lot of people. I prefer Mafia games though, personally, but hey, like I said, they're not for everybody. What I would say is you should probably rent it, because no matter what, at the end of the day, it's still worth trying out. Mafia 3 will be an amazing game, and I think it deserves a lot of love and respect. So please give it nothing but that, you know? That's all I ask, just nothing but that, because that's what it deserves. But anyways, yeah, that's really all I can say for Mafia 3 right now at the moment, because, yeah, it's coming out October 7th, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know. Alright. There you go. Number 2. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. Ghost Recon. Why Ghost Recon? Or maybe you're not thinking that and you actually completely agree. And if not, you're probably thinking, why not number 1? Why not last? I don't know what you're thinking. Every gamer's different. Damn it, I'm just trying to start off the conversation. Alright, let's get into it. First off, Ghost Recon Wildlands. The reason I made it second is because I picture this kind of like a multiplayer, a better multiplayer Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was a great game. Don't get me wrong. Don't shoot me just yet. Save your ammo. Listen, hear me out. Ghost Recon I think would be better because of the massive online players, the massive open world. It's much more larger. And it's like you always wanted to explore a world like that. It also kind of reminds me of Flashpoint, If you ever played that on P3 or 360, Flashpoint was a massive open world game where you played like a soldier. It was like the closest thing that console gamers got to Arma, or Arma 3 or Arma 2, which is just like you play as like some, you know, soldier running out in the like those sandy, you know, foreign countries, just running around holding shit down. Even though Wildlands is more of like, you know, a drug cartel police raid thing, you know, it's kind of like Hardline but better, you know, because it's not really, you're not military. I think you're mercenaries, or I think you're just like bounty hunters or FBI. I don't know what you are. Maybe you are military, but I don't know much of the story. All I know is from what I've seen, it looks fun, and yeah, it reminds me of Flashpoint with Metal Gear Solid, without the chicken hat and the goofy robot arm and all that. Like, seriously, you know, I think the game's more serious, and I kind of like it though, because it's very it draws a different angle to those types of games, because Flashpoint was shit a lot of the time, and I don't think it was really that popular. I mean, I didn't really care for it that much. I just played it because I love open world games, and that game really made you feel like you was like in the military and all that. So when I look at this game, if I play this, it's gonna make me feel the same way, or if close enough, because Wildlands is gonna be massive. You're gonna be able to drive and skydive and parachute. You're gonna do all kinds of things. It's gonna be crazy, basically insane is what I'm saying. Because the game is going to be magnificent, and if you guys don't pick it up, it's your loss, because the game's going to be fun with or without friends, because you're going to want to like run around, explore, take over bases, all that. It's going to be a crazy hella fun, and I think it's worth playing, because, you know, a lot of the time we get games kind of like this, but they never come out as great. You know, those open world games with a lot of multiplayer, like For Honor or other things. We've been promised this from Flashpoint, then to Chivalry, Medieval Warfare, other games like that. You know, we've been promised all types of great titles that really just didn't show, you know, and I feel like games now are really upgrading, and who knows, these games could be the next big thing, and Wildlands just seems to be one of them to me. You know, that's my opinion. That's the best way I can relate to it, and hopefully I can relate to you and help you understand where I'm coming from while I'm excited about it. That's pretty much it, yeah. Alright, the grand finale. Time for number 1. I think we all saw this coming, because let's be real, No Man's Sky is going to be the biggest hyped game of this year. If it's as successful as people think it is, as much as I know it is, then yes, it's worth trying. Don't even rent it, buy it. If you rent it, you're pathetic. How dare you rent this game? No, I'm kidding. Actually, if you want to rent it, that's fine, because you know what? Trying it is worth playing it. That's what I always say. Anyway, yeah, No Man's Sky is number 1, obviously, for my pick. Yes, because No Man's Sky is going to be playable offline, have multiplayer, graphics are on point, visuals are beautiful, the whole world is just perfect, man. You're going to be able to craft, survive, you know, just battle. Yeah, you can battle in the game in space or on the ground. You can mine and make caves, because there's this blaster gun. If you watch the 18 minutes of IGN gameplay, there's a blaster that you have, and you can shoot it and shit, just boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you can like just blast holes in rock and grass, take materials. You can even send probes out to gather any material around you in your surroundings while you just run around and fuck around. Some planets are uninhabitable though, but you can always upgrade your ship and outfit. So that way when your ship and outfit, you know, don't have the materials to upgrade it or qualify to be able to get on this planet, you can always upgrade it and change that, you know. So that's really awesome, okay? And I think that the game's going to be so good. Oh my god, I'm excited. You can already tell. Honestly though, the game is going to have a lot, by the way. I just want to point this out, a lot. Okay, a lot of stuff. 18 quintillion planets to be exact. Yeah. Even if you discovered 100 or 250 every second, it's already confirmed it would still not be in your lifetime. It would take about 20 years to discover 250 planets every second to find them all. And that's even if you discover all the planet, like run around it and know it like the back of your hand. But landing on it and then leaving, that is like, wow. Yeah, impressive. And if you don't like this game, why? I don't like you. I'm sorry. It's just how it has to be. I'm kidding. But seriously though, enough jokes, enough. No Man's Sky is worth getting. It's amazing. It's perfect. And after the lawsuit, they've already proven once again that they're winning. And the game's already finished. It was celebrated through a tweet he made with a party hat on and all that. The game's amazing, okay? Period. I don't see what's wrong with, you know, No Man's Sky. I've already heard people already saying the game's going to be whack. They're not getting it. I think low-key people that don't like it aren't the ones that can afford it. So I respect that. Not everyone can afford every new title. They probably pre-ordered some other gay game like, you know, Mafia 3 or Skyrim. Like, who would totally do that, right? Not me. Anyway, so yeah, guys. At the end of the day, the game's going to be great. Like, you're going to be able to travel like instant light speed. You can get to the center of the universe if you want, or you can just explore. You can actually pick factions to be a part of in outer space. You can oh my god, you can just do anything to your heart's content. I just have a lot of questions. One, how big can you build? Can you build something the size of a planet? Something bigger? Can you travel literally anywhere and just go anywhere on the planet? Because that's a good question. Depending if it's, you know, I know that some aren't be able to survival, but be able to have survival. But those ones that do, is there even parts on those that you can't survive on? They did say that they upgraded the challenge though, so that's going to be scary. But I'm excited to see what they have to offer, and I think the game's going to be amazing. I really am. Oh, not to mention there's like space stations the size of a fucking Death Star. Half of a planet maybe. It's huge. Huge. Oh, and another thing that I'm excited for is multiplayer with friends, because I have an idea of how you're going to be able to talk to friends. And it's a really good theory, and how you're going to be able to play with them. One is they might have a range of voice chat, like kind of like other games, kind of like Elder Scrolls Online, or you know, like if you're in like the vicinity area of another player, the mic will pick it up and you can talk to that person until you lose range with him and go to like another part of the map or teleport away to another part of the world on ESO. What I learned is you can actually voice chat to a certain distance. I think that's something that they'll probably install into No Man's Sky if they do have chat, because a lot of people are wondering how is in-game chat going to work. I think it'll be distance ranged. I think that you'll be able to talk to them as long as your spaceship is probably passing theirs, or like let's say their spaceship is like just about a few kilometers away or kilometers, whatever. I'm pretty sure just within enough range you'll be able to contact somebody. Also, that being said though, Sean Murray, when he did the IGN gameplay with videos with IGN, Sean Murray confirmed, and also I think he did it in an interview once too, but he confirmed that you can actually go to your spaceship and type in the name of a planet, or type in your friend's name, and actually join their planet by going light speed to their planet. Like, you can actually just ship there and you don't even have to move your controller. You can just like let it sit there, and it's like on autopilot. So that's something cool. But now you're wondering, wait, just because you go to the same planet doesn't mean that when you land on that pad that he's going to be on that same part of the planet. That's a good point. But if you pay attention to the gameplay from IGN, it's also confirmed that there's a little beacon, like little you know, like a pulse sensor thing, like Hanzo's bow when he sees through walls. There's a pulse sensor thing that when you shoot it on the planet, it's like scours like the last 4 miles, maybe like few miles, 3 or 4 miles, I don't know, or mile, whatever. He didn't confirm the distance, but it's in miles basically, because it goes like around like a really large amount of the planet, and you can see like over 100 different locations of icons, like either you know, planetary stops, like, you know, the ships where you plant like the ships that you land on the helipads. Like, you can actually like ping that little sensor thing, and this little blue bar will go across the land, and you can see like landmarks like buildings and structures or animals that's undiscovered or discovered, and it'll like leave like little symbols over their head, and you can actually go to those locations and see what's there. What my theory is, if you see your friend, how you're going to be able to see him on the planet is, and what would be easier too, if you ask me, is not only typing his name or the planet's name in on the ship, because your friend could be in a party chat with you on PlayStation and tell you what's the name of the planet he's on or whatever, and you could actually look him up, travel to the planet, and if you guys are on the other side of the planet, all you guys have to do is just fly to each other until you guys get a ping on each other, and you'll probably see his name over his head. Boom! That's like the best theory I have, and it makes the most sense. You guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the IGN gameplay, because it's really awesome. And yeah, the game's awesome in general. But yeah, that's my theory on how you're going to be able to talk to friends. Also, I think the game's just going to be amazing without even talking to them. I mean, even if I'll never find my friend, I'm just satisfied with that, because come on. The real game's all about the heart of adventure and exploration. It's feeding your heart of all that bullshit that other games give you. Like, have you ever played a game and there's invisible walls? Have you ever played a game and when you go outside of the map like Call of Duty or Battlefield, it says you're gonna die? Have you been a victim of not being able to buy a $60 game and being able to explore to your heart's content? You pay $60 for a shooter and you can't even jump out of the map and then jump back in the map or run around outside of the map. See, they keep you in a box, you know? It's like you're buying a $60 cage. And I'm here to help you guys. I think today you need to get No Man's Sky. Why? Because there is no limits. Why? More like why not? There is no limits. That's all I need to say. Think about that for a minute. Let that sink in. No limits. No invisible walls. No nothing. You're in space. You get to explore. And you know what else is sad? No Man's Sky has more space battles and more space activity than Battle fucking Front. The game that's basically Battlefield, you know, and yeah, it's like Battlefield. It's just reskinned with Star Wars. No Man's Sky has more spaceships and more space battles and all types of more alien, like, just, it has more of a better universe than the game they made for a universe about outer space. Like Star Wars, it's a whole different futuristic universe, but the game for it doesn't even have nothing on it like space battles or anything. It's pathetic. You need No Man's Sky in your life, guys. You need No Man's Sky. If you have a $60 game pre-ordered right now, take that pre-order off and put it on No Man's Sky. You won't regret it. Seriously, you won't. Unless you're just one of those people that are really a hater and you just say, well, I don't like it because of this or that. No bullshit. Everybody on your friends list, or half of them, are going to be playing it. You're going to be left out. Sorry. But anyways, guys, that's my number one. I know I talked a lot about this one. Sorry. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below your top 5. Like I said, 5 being the least best, number 1 being the best. So start at 5 and go down the list to number 1. What 5 you're most excited for? And remember, it has to be a game coming out, not a game that you already have. Like, oh well, I like Overwatch. No, that doesn't count. Overwatch is done. It's out. You know, hell, I don't care if the game's coming out tomorrow. It has to be before it releases. That's your top 5. I want to hear comments of like what you guys are expecting. Besides, it'll give me a chance to see what we could play together, you know, if you add me. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for this top 5 list, guys. If you want me to do more of this too, leave a like or comment down below like I should or shouldn't, and I'll probably do more. But until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed. As always, Twitter, Instagram links in the description below. XO.